We do a little bit of trolling. By that I mean, we hold R as Eden until I get a run where I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good, and then, like, the mood just strikes me and I play with that run. This happens to be that run. That's all there is to it. This is just that run. Oh god, I gotta be careful though, because I don't have a lot of HP, and I've already lost one of my precious hearts. I need to be careful. Also, Azazel Stump proccing is kind of crazy. Marked? Are we having another marked run so soon? Sure, why not? Why not, after all? Why shouldn't I, right? I like marked. It's a fun item-ish, kind of. I got an incredible tier rate, though. It is, like, I mean, Mark gave me a tiers up, but, like, still, it is incredible. Wow. Anyway, hope you're having a good day. All that usual stuff, right? Getting all that out of the way straight away. I fricked up a little bit yesterday, and by that I mean I went to bed way too late, so I'm a little sleepy today. I stayed up way too late for no apparent reason other than, hey, I was hanging out with my friends, and it was fun, okay? That's the only reason why. But yeah, you could call that messing up a little bit because, well, I really shouldn't have. It led to getting about 2 hours less sleep than I normally would, which is a bummer. Because then what I gotta do in the afternoon is take a nap, and I hate taking a nap in the afternoon, because whenever you take a nap as an adult, no matter what situation you're in or how comfortable you are, you wake up, like, drenched in sweat, you're dazed, you have no idea where you are, what year it is, how old you are. Is it crazy? I think I'm not the only one in this regard. I see even, like, people that are way older than me have these accounts sometimes as well. That even though I've been out of, well, normal school for, well, a long time now. It's been over 5 years since I graduated out of high school, right? I don't really have any school-based obligations anymore. Libra, by the way. I guess we'll be fine with it. I did improve my range quite a bit, but fucked over my tier rate completely, so I'm not happy. I am not very happy. I still get, like, dreams or, like, creeping feelings sometimes when I'm like, oh god, I gotta hand in an assignment for school, or I gotta work on this, or I gotta do that. Oh man, I didn't study for this exam coming up, and then I realized, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You don't have an exam. You're not even going to school. It's kind of weird how you still get those sometimes. It's like somehow your school days traumatize you to that degree, Al. That shit just like sticks with you for the rest of your fucking life. Isn't that kind of fucked up? Why is school like that? Why does it traumatize you like that? When did I get all these consumables? Is that Libra's doing? I didn't know Libra gave you a bunch of consumables. That's actually kind of nice. Maybe, perhaps my Libra hate was unjustified? Now that I think about it, actually maybe it is unjustified, because even if I get like a bad stats upgrade, like a range up now, I'll actually be happy because it's gonna be an all stats upgrade, right? You know what? Perhaps I treated Libra too harshly. I'm starting to realize maybe there are some merits to that item, and I shouldn't be all doom and gloom about it. Ow, that's annoying though. Please, leave me alone. Like, this is a range up, but it's actually an all stats up. Hey! Really do need some HP. I also really want everything in here, so you know what? Screw it. I probably should have somehow gotten 5 cents, bought Humbling Bundle, then blown this up so I could more money. Whatever. I really, really want both of these. Which one should I get first? Probably this, because it makes room drops better. And if I get a room drop that isn't anything, it's actually going to be money. Which I think is a good idea, because realistically, this means that after I clear this room, there's a good chance I get some money. Okay, I mean, this is certainly some money. Not in the way I anticipated, but it worked out. Would you look at that? Okay. Sure, yeah, we'll call that planned, and that was all part of the execution here. What's the pill? It can only be good, right? Balls. Let's go. If we're already talking about the minor things in life that, for some reason, get you all twisted up, I'm sure I'm also not alone in this. Can we, like, why have we as a species not yet figured out a way to make it so that we can stop our fingernails from growing? Hear me out. Hear me out for a second, okay? Having to cut your fingernails once every 2 weeks, roughly, is annoying as shit. It's only like a 5-minute process. It's really not that bad. But it annoys the shit out of me. I hate doing it. It's annoying. Whenever I cut my fingernails, I cut them a little bit too short, perhaps, and it takes a couple of days to, you know, have them marinate back to a length that's actually usable. Plus, when they're just freshly cut, they're usually way too short, so you can't really grab things perfectly, or, like, you know, can't, like, pry things open as easily as you normally maybe would want to. It's annoying in that regard, and, you know, other things like that. But then obviously after 2 weeks, they're too long. Like no, like my actual fingernail cutting sequence should probably be more along the lines of, I don't know, maybe 10 days or something like that, right? I think 2 weeks is a little bit too long because they get too long in the final few days, and then I start scratching myself all over the place, which is also not fun. Thank you for the stopwatch, by the way. That's an amazing game. Oh yeah, it's an all stats up. Hey, maybe Libra is good. I can't believe I'm coming around on Libra. I can't believe just a few months ago I was like the world's biggest Libra hater, and now I'm like, it's actually okay, huh? Like, as long as you get it early enough and it doesn't like screw you over completely, you're probably fine. Like, Libra only really starts becoming an issue, I think, if you take something that gives you a massive stats up on one end, but then a massive stats up on the other, like something like Polyphemus or soy milk, right? Because you don't get to reap the benefits as much as you normally maybe would. Anyway, back to fingernails. So, like, why haven't we figured out a way to make it so that our fingernails stop growing? Like, we can let them grow to a certain point, right? Like, say, you cut them, and then you wait a week, and then that is, like, the perfect length, and they stay at that for the rest of your life. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, you could probably do it similarly with, like, hair, right? Like, some people get haircuts very frequently. I don't. Matter of fact, I got my first haircut in, like, I want to say, like, 8 months today. And it wasn't even that big. I just told my mom, hey, can you, like, cut, like, I don't know, 6 centimeters off the top, and that's it, right? The hair is still long. I just wanted to have it a little bit shorter, so it is more equal on sides and top. Like, you know, like if you could do the same with hair, if I could have my hair grow out to a certain length, and then it just stays at that forever, and I don't have to worry about maintaining it, getting new haircuts or anything like that, unless I want to change the style, of course, that would be amazing. And yet, here we are, we don't have that yet. We figured out how to make a computer write our essays, and yet we can't figure out something as basically useful as that. I can't be the only one that thinks that would improve our lives tremendously. Imagine all the nail clippings you wouldn't have to vacuum off the floor anymore. I don't know, maybe that's just me being weird because I like always cut my fingernails in my room at my desk and then just vacuum the floor afterwards instead of, I don't know, most people probably do it in the bathtub or something like that, or over the sink or something like that. Which is completely fair, and much more hygienic, I agree. But, because I'm lazy, and I only really ever realize that it is a problem whenever I'm at my desk, I cut them there, and then vacuum the floor. Don't worry, at least I vacuum the damn floor, right? Also, please tell me I'm not alone in this. My toenails grow slower than my fingernails. Or at least it feels like they do. Maybe it's just that I don't notice it, because I'm always wearing socks, and maybe it's also because, you know, your toes tend to be, well, at least your large toe. That's like the test you really have for it, right? That's the point at which you reference it. You know, the nail can grow a lot longer before you even really notice it or something like that. But I feel like my toenails grow slower than my fingernails, man. I cut them like half as often, if anything. It doesn't annoy me as quickly as it does with my fingernails. I guess it's because you don't grab shit with your feet, usually. Yeah, that's true, I guess, yeah. You don't grab shit with your feet or scratch yourself with it. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Actually, probably explains why. They probably grow at the exact same rate. It would be weird if the human body decided, I'm gonna grow these nails at a slightly faster speed than the other ones. But maybe it did, I don't know. Ever since we started walking on our hind legs and using our front limbs to grab shit, maybe evolutionarily, we reached a point where our hands, our fingernails would, you know, wear down quicker, and thus they would have to grow back quicker or something like that. I don't know, right? How did they do it back in the day? I guess back in the day, in like caveman times, they just like used their hands way more than we did. We did, so the nails would just like wear down automatically, right? I wonder, when did humans have to start like cutting their fingernails? Like, at what point did humanity stop having their nails get worn down naturally over time, and they'd actually have to cut them? Just to, you know, keep them in check. I don't know, because I don't think it was like an aesthetics choice. I think most people cut their fingernails for the same reason I do. Not because they think long fingernails look bad or something. I mean, women love having long fingernails, right? At least on average. Some people put on, like, fake nail extensions because they want to have longer fingernails. It's just me that they're annoying. Like, I don't want to scratch shit. I can't, like, use my phone properly when they're too long. I start playing with them. You know, I start, like, putting the nails together and stuff. Like, dirt collects more easily under them if they're longer. There's a whole bunch of issues. A whole bunch of just annoyances that you have with long fingernails. How can I talk about long fingernails for such a long time? It's crazy, isn't it? I'm like entering a fugue state and I'm just here like, yep, fingernails is what I talk about. I kind of want a luck upgrade, but come on, this is an all stats up. Look at that. Look at those stats, baby. Stats. Maybe it's just my inherent laziness that I don't want to have to cut my fingernails every time. Because again, you know, I'm an inherently lazy person. A task that takes 5 minutes and I only have to do it like once every couple of weeks is daunting to me. Maybe that's just how I am, right? Like, I'm too lazy to change my bed sheets more than once a month. Yes, I know I should change them more than once a month, probably bi-weekly or even weekly. But I just kind of don't care. But also, I'm like the only person that sleeps in my bed. So until I have to share my bed with somebody, I'm just not gonna care. Until that becomes an issue that affects me in life, I don't care. Wow, these shop items have all been crazy, huh? Like, I've just been getting good shops on this run. That's kind of like been the trend here. Plus, this is every item I buy is gonna be a massive all stats upgrade. I'm starting to notice something here. Holy crap, this is an amazing synergy. What in the world? Libra is actually good. That's the clickbait for this run. If it's not the title of the video, then you know I changed my mind and there's something crazier that happens later on. Because I don't think clickbaiting with Libra is gonna be all that exciting. I don't think people are gonna care too much about Libra. You know what? I have an empty heart now because of the bone heart. Wait. More stats! Let's go! Oh, well, another bad gas, just in case you really wanted to fart on Gideon right now. You know what? Screw you, buddy. Hehe. Tee. You got farted on. Hehe. I'm a 24, almost 25-year-old man. How could you tell? I'm an adult. I'm a functioning human being in the society somehow. How could you tell? I'll obviously take the stats. I mean, what you're taking for? Look at that big-ass damage upgrade, baby. I'm starting to like Libra. Something is wrong with me, man. I've entered like a delirious state. I think I'm in like a new era. I'm starting to enter a new era of my being. I like Libra now. I have no enemies or whatever. I haven't read or watched Vinland Saga yet. It's on the list in case you were gonna make anime recommendations. I guess here we go. Let's launch into this. Hold on, let me play the intro real quick. And by that I mean put it on in editing, so I don't actually remember how long it is, but it should be over by now. I guess I got stuff to talk about. I guess there's things to talk about. I've been in a bit of a like delirious state over the past couple of days because I finished Monogatari a few days ago. Watched the final season this week. And I don't know, man, it's left me kind of like, you know, I wouldn't want to say scarred. That's kind of a weird way to put it. But it was like a good-ass show. Like, it was like a really good show. I liked it a lot. The writing was incredible. The ending was amazing. I loved it. There's a lot of great messages to take away from the show. There's a lot of sus shit as well, but the sus shit literally just exists for comedic effect and comedic relief because it is outrageous, I guess. That's a good way of putting it. But it's also indefensible, and I'm not gonna defend it. But yeah, it was a very, very good show. I liked it a lot, and now I don't know if other people get this, like, whenever you watch a good show, whether it be anime or not, after you finish it, especially if it's like a long show, like this was quite a long show, right? And yeah, it took me like a month to watch through all of it, or even longer. And you finish it, especially if you didn't binge it, you kind of feel like a little empty. Because there were like 4 or 5 days this week where my routine was just, oh, you know, I've got the evening now, there's nothing else to do. Let me just watch like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 10 episodes of the show real quick, and you know, get a couple of arcs in, and then log off for the night or something like that. But you know, no, don't have that anymore. I feel weird. I feel empty inside. But also, I guess I can process all the lessons the show taught me. I'm just kind of chilling. I'm vibing. I really like the show. I gotta say, it is one of the peakest works of fiction I have had the pleasure of consuming. I should go into this challenge room, and I liked it a lot. It's really actually got me thinking about a bunch of shit, which is nice, I guess. Oh, look at that bomb, beautifully placed. I like how I basically got an all stats upgrade out of Constellation Prize anyway, but it didn't even know what to give me because my stats were all equal. That's really funny. By whatever statues of measurement my stats are measured, they were equal for Constellation Prize, which is really funny. Maybe it says a lot about like how I am as a person. Emotional maturity or whatever you want to say, well, you know, you want to call it, right? That watching a TV show that deals with, like, you know, quite a lot of complex, like, psychological stuff, but also, like, psychological as in, like, you know, the human psyche and stuff like that. But also has, like, uplifting messages, you know, self-help, love yourself, all that sort of stuff. And then it's heartwarming, it's, like, well-written and stuff. It's got me feeling all kinds of shit, right? Like, I will own up to this. This is not the only time this happened. There's been TV shows I've watched that had, like, emotional elements where I was, like, I tear up a little bit. And it happened in this show, too, man. I don't know, like, I used to be like, man, I only want to watch... I don't want to have whatever media I consume make me feel anything. I just want to watch cool action, and I still do to an extent, but I've also come around on it a little bit where I'm like, yeah, you know what, I don't mind like having a piece of media every once in a while that makes me feel something, you know, that makes me feel emotions, makes me interface with emotions perhaps that I normally wouldn't necessarily, maybe makes me a bit uncomfortable in ways as well, and then makes me laugh the next scene. I feel like that's way more engaging. Maybe that's just a sign of maturity. Well, maybe it's a sign that I've actually grown into like a normal adult. But I do find that quite fun. It's a lot more enjoyable really than just oh, I just want to see action. I just want to see the cool guy with big sword beats up other people or whatever, right? I guess that's probably why I like certain other shows so much. Why I like Fullmetal Alchemist so much, because that shit like was amazing as a show, but also like it had the perfect mix, right? It had the perfect mix of like there's action, there's cool fight scenes, but also there's some good lessons to be learned about humanity and mankind, and there's ancient revelation. Okay, sure. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I guess it's gonna work somehow. I guess it's gonna just make aiming a little bit easier. I don't have to worry about it too much. I'm just gonna fight this angel statue because I fucking feel like it. I'm like the Joker like that. Yeah, I'm never gonna miss a shot again, that's for sure. If I wasn't already basically hitting everything, now I'm certainly hitting everything. Okay, am I gonna backtrack for this one room? Sure, why not? I don't know, maybe I'm just sounding pretentious. Maybe I'm just like a little weirdo, a little freak, a little sicko. Oh, I watched an anime. What's wrong with you? I hate anime. I hate when people enjoy other types of media that I don't personally vibe with. That's what you sound like right now. Person I made up in my head. Person that doesn't actually realistically exist. At least, not at like a mature age. AKA myself, approximately 8 years ago. Look, man, I am able to be self-critical. I understand my past dues and all that stuff. I'm obviously going to go old path, but fuck it, even if it's telepills. Gulp, telepills? Okay, not more telepills. I guess we're just teleporting all over the place. I'm getting a ton of like stat ups and downs in this. God, this golden pill's going on forever, brother. Okay, it's finally done. It has finally found its conclusion. That took forever. I have no idea whether I have more or less stats before this. I could not possibly tell you. Before I started using it, I probably had less, I would say, because on average, like, if you're gonna say on average here, on average, a stat up pill gives you more than the equivalent stat down pill would take away. So assuming that they're all equally likely to show up, we got about an equal amount of stat ups and downs, statistically, which means I would have more stats at the end of it. That's how it should work, if I am smart, as smart as I think I am, basically. God, I have so much money, by the way, thanks to Deep Pockets and Humbling Bundle. I can't wait to actually have items in my shop this floor so I can spend this money and get tons of stats out of Keeper's Sack. Oh, baby, that's gonna be a good time. I am looking forward to it. I am very much... Oh, there it is! The Holy Grounds. The Sacred Place. It has 2 fucking items in it. Well, it's stats, I guess. That's all I could have ever asked for. Wowie! Deep Pockets, holy crap. Hit me with a triple dime payout on 1 room. God damn. I don't think anything can really stop me at this point. I've just got stats for days. I got piercing as well. I got incredible tear effects. I got flight. I got everything a man could want. I got everything in life that you could ever ask for. Tears down. Oh no. It's a mild all stats down. Oh well. Speaking of, get more stats, baby! Let's go! Whoa! Yeah, of course I'm taking Wafer. Duh. It'd be a fool not to. Don't get me wrong, Habit is amazing, and I would have loved to have it, but for one, I don't have a spacebar item that benefits from me having, all those charges. And secondarily, the alternative was taking the Wafer, which is objectively better. So, it's a tough lot in life sometimes. All this media talk now leaves me with the next problem down the line. I'm not D4ing, by the way. I'm happy with what I got. Which is, what's up next? What am I gonna watch next? This is always the thing that, like, fucks me over most. Is like, whenever I finish a show, I'm like, well, what am I gonna watch next? But also, everybody I talk to is like, what are you gonna watch next? And I'm like, I don't know! I got a huge list of stuff I want to watch, but I don't know what I want to watch first. I'm spoiled for choice. There's too many options, you know? I'm sure I'll figure something out. I'm sure I'll find something. I'll probably want to go for something more lighthearted. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask for recommendations. Because for one, there's a likelihood that people will just recommend something I've already seen. Especially because I've been watching probably I watched like probably an entire adolescence worth of anime in the past 2 years. Because I like had to catch up on a bunch of old shows because I just got into it 2 years ago, and now I'm an anime fan. That's how it'd be, I guess. Actually, I got into it like 4 years ago. Man, time flies. Man, those COVID years just like disappeared from the face of the earth, huh? Like, I still think last year was 2019. Isn't that fucked? Like, COVID really like fucked everything up. I wasn't even that affected by it. I've talked about this before. I was already pretty, like, just content with being at home all the time and stuff anyway. But, you know, it kind of still made the years disappear. I couldn't ever go anywhere if I wanted to. Everything was kind of just cancelled. Like, nothing was happening for a few years. It's kind of sad like that. Kind of just made everything disappear. I swear, if you have greed on this floor. Bad gas, everybody! Give it up for bad gas spill number 18 on this run. Yeah, everybody, we are back. Yeah, it is funny having to always think about, oh man, what's the next media I'm gonna consume? I gotta consume more, I gotta be a consumer! Except I'm not paying for any of it, because of course I'm not. Planetarium, 1%, what the heck? Okay, I mean, sure. Venus? Bit annoying. Are you perhaps a Perfro? Unfortunate. Would have been really cool. Let's see if there's some form of reroll in here, maybe. I mean, I'll gladly take that as well. Like, Venus is aight. I'm okay with it. It's just that I would vibe more with, something else. Luck up. Let's go. So let's see, right? Maybe I can find something cool on this floor. Maybe there's a secret room that has a dice in it or something like that, and then I'll be very happy. Speaking of secret rooms, I should be looking for it. It's probably right here. It just felt right. Okay, well, there is nothing here. I am upset. I am sad. I'm going to cry now. Well, I suppose I just have to take Venus. I say as it's still a very good item that has almost exclusively good benefits for you. It's just that, oh, it's not the best item it could have been in the item pool, so meh, right? Talk about being entitled and complaining about things that you have no right to complain about at all. God, look at that damage, brother. What in the world? Or sister, sorry, I don't want to be exclusive. I'm just still... You can tell I'm old school, because I'm still under the impression that 89%, that's just a number I took out of my brain that's like high up, of the web users, especially people that watch gaming-related YouTube content, are men. And that's why. I forget that there's like we're in new times now, you know? Times are changing and all that. Anybody can game now, even your grandma. I actually dread the day that, like, my generation, like, we get old and we're gonna have, like, gamer elders. We're gonna have, like, old people that are, like, in the old folks' home. And they're gonna be like, can I play Roblox? And then the nurse doesn't let them play Roblox because it's like nap time or whatever. It really is, like, as you become like elderly, you really just turn back into like a child, huh? It really is like a cycle. It's a circle. You just cycle back around. You gotta ask for permission to do anything. You have to be under permanent surveillance, and you take like a nap at 2 in the afternoon. Well, as you say, growing old doesn't actually sound that bad, huh? Like, it doesn't sound great, but there are perks, I guess. I also, like, don't really know why my tier stat keeps increasing. Like, whenever I grab a tears up, nothing happens. But whenever I grab, like, some other stats, I get tears for some reason. Even though I'm, like, well past the tier cap, and I've only got a couple items that break it. I don't really know what's doing that. What are you, 2 diamonds? Sure, give me 200 extra coins. For the sake of pure comedy, and that's it. Oh, give it up for bad gas pill number 19, everybody. I haven't actually counted. I'm just continuing with where I was. Look at that clean 500 coins, dude. What a clean pickup. Too bad I just ruined it, and now we're at 504. I forgot I swallowed the counterfeit penny. That's why I'm getting so much extra money. That helps as well, yeah. I'm actually just fucking filthy rich, and I'm not even keeper. What the hell, man? This would have been an insane keeper run. Okay, what do we got? Eden Soul. You know what? Yeah. You served me extremely well, Book of Sin, but it is time that we swap you out for something else. And getting this Eden Soul charged and then using it in a secret room has the greatest potential to do something really funny. AKA give me Wavy Cap and Key Bum. Although Key Bum is actually okay. Wavy Cap and Bum Friend. There you go. Those would be terrible. Those would be just a terrible combo. So you know what's gonna happen. Well, in case I needed more money... There you go, I've got more money now. Money equals power. Money equals power would go insane on this run. I'm just saying, game, if you want to provide me with something amazing. Wow, okay, I mean, I wasn't expecting Binge Eater, but sure. You know what, I'll take Samson's Chains for once. Give it up for Bad Gas number 20 and 21, everybody. Just for the sake of it, really. Right, of course I get cycling items here. Obviously I'm taking Rotten Baby, and then I think I just take the HP out of all the other ones because it's free stats, baby, and it's gonna be a lot of stats, actually. Oh boy, I like it. The speed downs don't even matter because they're offset by all the other stat ups. So, turns out Libra, yet again proving another reason why it's great. It alleviates the one downside Binge Eater has, which isn't even like a massive downside to begin with, but it still gets rid of it regardless. Which is amazing. I didn't really mean to take that, but oh well, I guess I took it now. Might as well fight the lamb real quick, right? Get that motherfucker disposed of real quick, shouldn't be hard. I can just kind of run circles around him. No. I'm running circles around you. Oh, there you go, easy. I do have decent luck, to be fair. I should be expecting more chests here. I'm surprised I'm getting so few. I feel like I should be getting more than I am right now. I feel like I am owed more. Am I pretending to be entitled again for the sake of perhaps comedy? Yeah, okay. $3 bill I gotta take, bro. That's like I'm gonna get so many stats all the time from random stat ups from the tier effects. So it's kind of late, but I mean, if I'm going for stats, I'm going for stats, right? So I may as well. I should fill up this bonar so I can get some stats out of it. There you go. See? That was useful. Maybe again with Libra, Candy Heart is also kind of good. Turns out all these items that give you like random stat upgrades are basically goated when you have Libra, huh? Because you don't have to be at the whims of RNG as to what stats you get. Like, you just get every stat, no matter what. I'm starting to realize that this was actually Libra's run. Libra was a great pickup here. It solved a lot of my issues that I would have otherwise encountered. Although I think this run would have been great irregardless of Libra's existence, which is another case to be made for. It's kind of like the Wiz run I had recently, right? Is this run good because of Libra, or is this run good and I also happen to have Libra, right? That's a question that we'll never really know the answer to. I mean, we do know the answer. I just don't know what the answer is that we know. I just don't know what we know, you know? I don't know it! I simply— oh, Mucormycosis, let's go. Absolutely taking that. And we are done with the floor. So that means we are killing the big guy. No modeling clay for this room, unfortunate, huh? Just park your cursor like right there and have fun. Took him a while to die though, I will admit. Took him a little bit of a while to die. Banking on the $3 bill payouts to go crazy. Okay, well that went a bit faster. Got a quad shot now, which the tears down wasn't even that necessary, or noticeable much rather. Oh yeah, right, there's a second angel, forgot about that. Whoopsie. Whoopsies! You know what the problem is? My fucking Revelation 2.0, Ancient Revelation tears are homing into the hands instead of hitting him. Should be using this for stats. Forgot the Magician gives you a range up, so it gives you stats. I got stats, baby! I love stats! It's the guy from Smiling Friends, I got his name. I love stats, Charlie! That's it. I love stats, Charlie! I love stats! Except he doesn't say stats in the show. Go to show, by the way, really funny. I hope they make more of it. I hope they make more of Smiling Friends. I really liked that show. It was really quite funny. God, he's just getting like farted on permanently, huh? But also he do be dying. It's taken surprisingly long to kill him, but also he's not really able to do much against me. I'm kind of just like chilling. Even though I get hit a bit, who cares, man? He's dead, and that is all that matters. And they're not giving me a void. All right. Fair enough. I was totally content with that. Because if that Mega Satan Fed was anything to go by, I feel like the Liam would have taken way longer unless he like didn't have boss armor and I also found some crazy items on the Void, which is always possible. Anyway, we're talking about hypotheticals that didn't even happen. We're not going to live with the what ifs and whatnot. We're just going to live with the fact that the run is over, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself as much as I have, and I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye! I'm almost out of breath, but I still have a little bit left so I can keep talking. Until then, I'm just kidding. Bye.